Hello everyone, once again this is Mr. Mansell welcoming you to part 5 of the Beginner's Guide to Music Theory. In this video I'm going to talk once more about time values and beams. After that we will then go on to learn about rests. In video 1 we learnt about the time values of the semibreve, minim, crotchet, quaver and semiquaver. You'll remember that we learnt that the semibreve is worth 4 beats, the minim is worth 2 beats, the crotchet is worth 1 beat, the quaver is worth half a beat, and the semiquaver is worth 1/4 of a beat. When the notes with tails are written in a group, they are often joined together by a line called a beam. For example, you can join quavers together with a beam like this, and you can join semiquavers together like this. Note the 2 beams for the semiquavers. You can also join together a combination of quavers and semiquavers with a beam, as in these examples here. Notice that in these examples the number of beams still matches how many tails each note has. In this image of a musical phrase in 2/4 time, you can see that in the first bar we have 2 quavers and a crotchet. If you were to beam the quavers together correctly, they would look like this. Sometimes in notated music, there are parts of a bar where no note is played. When this happens, we use things called rests to indicate the period of silence. Each time value has a matching rest, so that a semibreve has a rest that looks like this, and a minim will have a rest that looks like this. Although they look very similar, if you look carefully you will notice that the semibreve rest hangs down from the 4th line of the stave, whereas the minim rest sits on top of the 3rd line of the stave. Crotchets, quavers and semiquavers each have their own matching rests. When you are drawing rests, it is important that you draw them accurately so that their meaning is clear. In the same way that when you are drawing the notes themselves, it is also important to draw them accurately. The crotchet rest can take a little practice to draw correctly. To draw a crotchet rest, you can draw a sideways Z joined to a sloping C below it, like this. The quaver and semiquaver rests are a little easier to draw, but pay attention to which spaces the heads of the rests are drawn in. For the quaver rest, the head is drawn in the 3rd space up. For the semiquaver rest, which has 2 heads, the top one is also drawn in the 3rd space up, with another head in the space below. In each case, make sure you fit the rest neatly into the stave. When you have a completely silent bar, it always uses the semibreve rest, regardless of whether it is in 2/4, 3/4 or 4/4 time. Well, this is the end of video number 5. In video 6, we will learn about ties and dots. Thanks for watching.